In this video, we're going to create an HTML form, and we're going to use the same concept while creating a web app using Python programming with Flask. A little definition. An HTML form or form in HTML is used to submit some kind of information or data, and they're used when you want the page to do something. For example, when you log into your email account, you have to use your email ID and your password, and you write your email ID in a box, and you also write your password in a box, and then you submit this data, right? You fill the values in given boxes, and then you submit this data, and your information is matched in the database on the server. And so this is an example of form. So let's see how we can create a form. So to create a form, you need to use form tag, okay, and then there is another tag, input tag, and this tag is used when you have to provide some text, or you want to create a button, or you have to submit the data, right? So you will just write input, and then you will provide the type of the data this input tag is going to deal with. Okay, let's create a form in HTML. Okay, so we're going to create a form in HTML, and I will explain as we move along. So this is a simple syntax for a form tag in HTML. So we have action. These are the attributes of form tag. We have action. So here you will provide some page name. Okay, it could be a PHP page or an HTML page, right? So you provide your page name in action attribute. Then we have, I'll explain what that means. Then we have target. It could be either blank or self. And then we have method. It could be post or get. Alright, so let's see what these terms actually mean. So first we have action. So action actually action equals to page. So it shows where the data is sent upon submission. Okay, so when you will see that once we actually create a form, and in this video I will actually tell you how to create a simple form. When we are creating web application in Flask in Python programming, we will use this concept there. Okay, whatever data we are going to submit, it will be sent to certain page. Then we have target. Target means if the result will open in a new tab or in the same window. So if I'm using underscore blank, that means it will be shown in a different tab. And if I use underscore self means it will be shown in the current window. Okay, so I'm using underscore blank. After that, third attribute is method. Okay, so we have two methods, post and get method. So we have post and get method. If you're using get here, all the data inside the form will be shown in the address bar. Okay, and if you are using post method, information will not be shown in the bar. So if we create, in this example I'm actually not going to use any of the, okay, I'm going to use post method, so you will not be able to see any information that is contained inside the form on the address, in the address bar. But if you're using get sensitive information, if your form is containing sensitive information, we prefer using post. And if you're using get, information is shown on the page, so it kind of shows all the data in the address bar. So for the sensitive information kind of forms that contain sensitive information, for example your passwords or some data that you don't really want to show, post is used. Okay, so let us create a form first. So okay, I'll just delete it. We are going to create our first form. We are going to use HTML tag first, then we need to use head, right? After that, inside head we're going to use title, and you can provide any title. So I'm going to provide first form. Okay, and after that we're going to have body tag, right? Now inside body we are going to create a simple form, and I'm going to use method as post. Okay, I will actually create another video explaining the difference between post and get, and I need to close it. Form tag. Now inside the form, I want to, whenever you are trying to create a web page, or you know, these concepts are actually going to be very helpful if you want to create a website. So because even a website is a collection of web pages, so whenever you decide to do something like that, you first need to have a structure or a layout of how your page is going to look like. So what I want is, I want my page to look something like this. So I want that it should have name and subject, and then I also want that when I'm trying to submit name, there has to be a box where I can provide input. Same with subject, and then I want a submit button. Alright, so this is what I want. This has to be you know, this is the layout or the structure, or this is how I want my page to look like. So name and subject, right? Alright, let's start with name first. So I'll write name, and obviously because I want that, now this is text, it will be printed as such on the screen, and then I'm using input tag, and for input tag I need to use attribute type. So what is the type of this, what is the type of name? It's going to be normal text. User will fill this text, okay, and then you can provide some name to it. So let's say I want to provide it name and 1. Okay, because this is going to be an example of a very simple form, you can actually avoid writing this. You don't have to write it, but sometimes when you create one form and then you are using the same data, you are trying to access the same data in another form or another program, you will refer to different aspects or different elements of HTML, or to be very specific, different elements of the form using these names. Okay, so if you want to refer to the text being submitted in the box, in this box, you can use name and 1. All right, in this case we can also avoid writing it. Then I want subject. and again type is going to be text, right? And again you can provide a name, you don't have to provide it if you don't want to. And name tag is also an open and close tag, so you need to close it here. And the last one has to be a submit button. So here it's not a text type, it is a button type, right? So I just need to write input type equals, so there are different attributes. I'm just going to write submit. You can provide a name to it, name equals to something. You don't have to in this case because I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use this data in any other code. So input type equals to submit, and then value equals to submit. So this actually shows that this is going to be a button or a submit button, right? And then we close the form. Now I need to save this file, so I'll save it on desktop as first form. You can save it as .html file, and you can also save it as a text file and then try to open it with your browser, but I'm going to save it with .html extension. After I save it, I need to open it because I saved it as HTML extension. You can see the icon has changed because this is not the icon for text files, but I want to open it with Google Chrome browser. This is input IE, Internet Explorer. Okay, so this is the output. As you can see, we have name, subject and submit button, right? And yeah, right? So if I want to write a name, let's say Parul, subject would be computers, and then I say submit. Okay, it's submitted. Now I need to make few changes because as you could see, name, subject and submit button, they were all in one row, but I want them to be like this. Okay, so I want them to be in different rows. So for that, what should I use? Well, I'm going to use BR tag, so it will break the line here. Then I want BR tag here, so first line, then it goes to next line, goes to next line. We'll save it. Well, we're going to open it again, and okay, so this is the title, first form. This is okay, wait a minute, let me open it again. It has to have some symmetry, you know. So Control S, save it, make some changes. If you want to see the changes in the on the browser, just make a few changes in the file, save it, refresh the browser again. Okay, I'll have to use a few tags there, but this is how you can create a form. So again, I can write the information inside it and then I can submit the data. This is how you can create a form using HTML. If you like the video, don't forget to like it. If you haven't subscribed already, do subscribe. And if there is any other concept related to Python programming, HTML, or in computer science, to computer science in general, do let me know. Yeah. You can also try to make some changes in the same code and see how it works. Okay.